Okay, so this video is pretty much an important topic of what if the Power Rangers made a big epic comeback after years of no entertainment. Hasbro crashed out, not making any more toys, and just all in all being a dead brand as far as like entertainment, like TV shows, no new scenes in no film, but at least we're getting content as far as like the comics and the video games, and the MEPR 20 line in 2025 from Playmates Toys are about to set off. And let's just say for the most part, we could end up making a comeback, but the question is, which studio is going to pick up? I've already done a video on tons of that topic in the past, so I'm just making a video about what if we made a comeback as far as like animations go. And so for me, if we can come back with an animation, like if we took the Mutant Mayhem approach, like the art style and the CGI, I would have loved to see the Power Rangers be just like that, you know, as far as like the story goes. And like I can just imagine them bringing back the OG actors to voice over the characters, which I know that's not going to happen because of the situation with ASJ, which I don't want to talk about, but it's kind of obvious. But I'm saying that if you hire new actors to play the original Teenagers with Attitude, like I would say, if you look at the Power Rangers X TMNT comic, the art style is really fantastic. And if you look at Mutant Mayhem movie, you would know that the same art styles are pretty much similar to that. And if you do that with the Power Rangers reboot as one of the biggest comebacks of the year, depending on if we're going to get something new as far as the entertainment goes, if that's going to happen for that case. And so for me, they can make a comeback if the right studios buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't had any news on the reboot or anything like that. It's just crazy. But I think at some point, 9 times out of 10, we all know the reboot is not going to happen unless someone picks up the IP and transform it into something that a lot of us know and love. And so if the animation can't do it, then we can just go back to live action, but with money being thrown in it. You know, Hasbro said that they're not going to throw any more money in films and television shows. So that pretty much should tell you something about Power Rangers, Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony. So we don't know what Hasbro's main focus is right now. But in my opinion, the only thing they're going to be focusing on is video games and board games or whatever. Maybe toys, but I don't know. And that's why you got Playmates Toys doing a Power Rangers line in 2025. So, but I do believe in hope that if Hasbro were to announce a new network that is going to buy Power Rangers, and they're going to cast new young actors with martial arts backgrounds and good acting skills, and the writers and the directors from the soap opera that can make a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers TV show worth watching, without the cheese, without the campy, without the corniness, without the fart jokes. Like, I'm all for comedy relief and comedy duos, but if you're gonna do it, don't do it to the point where it feels forced. Because look what happened to Victor and Monty from Ninja Steel. That comedy duo just felt so forced every time I see them on TV. And we all know that the Neo Saban era has a bad track record of being the absolute worst in the Power Rangers era because of the talking while fighting in every episode, which completely takes it away from being a good Power Rangers TV series for us to enjoy. And to be honest with you, the only way for us to bring Power Rangers back to life, and whenever they pick up the IPs, is to go the animation route. Like, I want them to go the Mutant Mayhem style. And if you do something like that, if you do something like that within the next few years, I think it's gonna blow up. I could just see it. Not only that, but with the live action as well. Brian Golder did say that he wanted Power Rangers to have potential of having an animation TV show before he passed away. And I read Jinzaku's tweet, and it's pretty obvious to me that the Power Rangers brand died when Brian Golder passed away along with it. So now we got this Bama manager, Chris Cox, who is not treating every IP right. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that there's possibilities of them pretty much bringing in a new CEO that knows and respects the Power Rangers brand, that will understand the fans' frustrations with this new manager of not being no new entertainment stuff. So I think either they come back with a live action or animation. And if they go with the animation route, look at the Boom Studios Power Rangers / TMNT crossover. The artwork, the art style could be heavily influenced with the animation style, with a reboot comeback that could come back strong, and get a food sponsor like Pizza Hut, like Chinese takeout, McDonald's, Whitney's, Burger King, or someone who can sponsor Power Rangers in a big way, and have the marketing team market this franchise right. The 2017 felt completely dead. It was just bad. But with this reboot, I really do believe that they can do it. Just get the right marketing team on board and blast it all over social media. Make it known, make people care, make them watch or want to watch and tune in to every episode, because I really want Power Rangers to feel like a Netflix show, like an hour-long episode. I don't want it just to be a 30-minute episode or a 20-minute episode. Like, I want them to be like a 1-hour episode each week in order to tell more stories in depth with these characters, like how they did with the Go-Go Power Ranger comics. That's the kind of approach I want them to go for in this reboot. So at the end of the day, even though we're not going to get any more entertainment stuff for this brand or whichever is going to come out, but at the end of the day, I truly believe it's going to happen one way or another. So yeah, these are just some of my thoughts on how to make a comeback with Power Rangers with the reboot, in animation or live action. And for the love of God, have everything practical, no CGI unless it's for a Megazord transformation. But for the practical effects, have a guy in the costume. I've said this 1,000 times and it needs to be brought up. So yeah, I really do believe that somewhere around 2027 or 2026, if we're ever gonna get it, then the reboot is gonna happen sometime in the future. And I know this is like a long video, but I really feel like I need to get my point across, because I really want Power Rangers to be back on its feet after years of nothing. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below.